Okay, come, let's start. So under this case, now, first of all, under our Sejarah, you all know that for Form 3 exam, we have objective 20 questions. So whenever possible, you have the objective question. What you need to do is you spam all the objective question. After you spam already, what happens next is that then you continue to your structure, where in your exam question, you have 4 compulsory structure questions. 4 compulsory structure questions. Each we have 10 marks. Guys, each we have 10 marks. Hi, Singy. All right. Then after that, what happened is that for essay, usually according to the government standard usually we have 4 questions, and within the 4 you choose 2. Within the 4 you choose 2. Understand? 4 choose 2. Okay, can Hi, Chloe. All right, now, so if, for example, 4 choose 2, each of the question will have 20 marks. Okay, can So for objective 20, you have to spam. I tell you, if you spam your objective question, you should be able to score one. Then you will be able to secure your objective marks. For your structure, very simple. Structure, you just need to have the facts. According to your formula paper, guys, according to your formula paper, all right, first of all, you need to understand the basic 5 steps process. In class, for example, now, or in school, what you need to do is, first, you need to understand the full picture. After you understand the full picture, why? Because Sejarah is all about story, and history, so much information that you need to know. You cannot just die memorize one, So you have to what? Understand the full picture. After understanding the full picture, in class, you need to know which are the key points for your answer, Yeah, in exam question, all the answers are the key point. After that, what happened? At home, meaning after the class, you practice memorizing the key point. The key point, which is you already go through in class. Okay? Understand? Guys, hey, the screen, nothing blocking. In front of your screen, nothing blocking. Okay, perfect. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, then what happened next is that, okay, when we go into the next one, which is in exam, when you go to your exam question that time, you need to identify which are the topics the question is asking, and then you put in your keywords with bina ayat . You put in penanda wacana, kata hubung connect. So for example, guys, when we go to our latihan, I just give you an example. When we go to our latihan, example, the first structure question. If it's structure question, okay, you just refer the screen. Don't need to turn your page. Just refer the screen, understand their structure first. So when you do your structure question, guys, very simple only. You just need to study the question. When you study the question, you look what is the chapter the soalan is actually mentioning about. Is it chapter 1? Is it chapter 2? Is it chapter 3? And accordingly, if it's chapter 2, for example, you know that, oh, it's chapter 2. So if it's chapter 2, you need to understand, okay, chapter 2, which one? Is it chapter 2 for Kedah or Penang, or is it for Malacca, or is it for the Singapore, all those? You understand? So then what happened is that then you need to start answering with your what? With your keyword. Okay, with your keyword. For example, first, your answer keyword. When you put in your answer for a structure question, guys, okay, first of all, when you put in your structure question, you put in the first answer, done, answer. Okay, there you got 2 answers already, 2 marks. If it's 3 marks, what do you do? If it's 3 marks, for example here, if you use kata hubung you can actually put answer, comma, or you can done, then you settle. answer. Third marks. Full stop. Like that. Or if you put penanda wacana, you know, at some point, sometime, school teacher or your class teacher, they required to have a answer for a sentence. You understand? Certain school teacher or your class teacher require one sentence, one answer. Because for them, you know lah, they have to mark so many students answer, you know, so many students exam paper, you know. So therefore, to make it easy for us, to make it easy for the teacher to mark, the teacher required one sentence, one answer, so that she know until full stop is one answer. Until full stop is one answer. At least she no need to like, done, is this the answer? Settle, is that the answer? And then the comma, you know how small the comma is? Ayo, you know, like that lah. So, of course, then if the teacher is particular, require you one sentence, one answer, please, you must put one sentence, one answer. Meaning, for example, pertama, comma, answer, full stop. Seterusnya, answer, full stop. Then if it's 3 marks, then you continue. You continue what? Selain itu. Third answer, full stop. Like that. You understand? Very easy, easy, yes. The only thing difficult is you must remember the key point answer. Yeah, the only difficult thing is that you need to remember. You need to put in the correct key point answer. Understand? So according here, this is our structure. You can direct answer. You can answer, dan answer, full stop. Then selain itu, you can mix and match also. You can kata hubung plus penanda wacana also can. But depends on your school teacher. Like at times you need to refer. If your school teacher very particular, they will tell you it earlier. They will tell you that I want one sentence, one answer. That's it. You full stop. Then another sentence, one answer. If you put kata hubung, I will treat it as one answer. I don't give you 2 marks, for example. So accordingly, you write your answer down. Understand? Okay. But if it's essay, guys, don't need to turn your page. You just refer here because I want to explain to you the essay format. Okay. So when you all do essay question that time, you must take note. For essay question, right, guys? Okay, you know it's according to test pad one, right? You need to request the teacher to give you the test pad for you to answer. So for essay, each question is 20 marks. Depends. You know why I say depends? Because we have 4 soalan. By right, according to the government exam question, 4 choose 2. And each is 20 marks. Each is 20 marks. So, for example, usually it's like this one. Usually it will be question 1A, B, C. Question 1 may be 4 marks. Then 8 marks, 8 marks, like that. Total 20 marks. Or maybe this part here like that. They tell you that question 1, A1 is 4 marks. Question 1, 2 is 4 marks. Then maybe this is also 4 marks and then 8 marks. For example, like that, 20 marks. You understand? So 4 soalan, choose 2 to answer. Only need to answer 2. So if it's your first term exam, guys, first term exam, your teacher may not give you the choice. They may directly give you compulsory 2. Compulsory 2. So you need to take note. Understand? All right, no matter what, because you only got 2 chapters or 3 chapters in exam, so it's easy one. Okay? Now, then continue on. Move on into the next one. Everyone okay? Dylan okay? Kara? Renzi? Okay, good. Okay, so under this case, therefore, we continue on into the next one, which is how do we answer the question? Very simple. Guys, you know certain people, they like to at times, if you all like to write draft in your answering, you like to write draft, then what happens is that in your test pad, I suggest you all 1 page, 1 soalan answer. Meaning, for example, we have 1A, 1B, 1C, right? You use 3 pages. So for example, first page, which is the one piece of paper in front, you use it for 1A. Then behind, you use it for 1B. Then another piece of paper, front page will be C. Now 1A, 1B, 1C like that. Understand? Then if it's 1A1, 1A2, meaning 1A1, you put 1 page. 1A2, another page. 1B, another page. And 1C, another page. Then it uses what? 4 pages. 4 pages. Understand? Teacher, essay must write 1 fakta and 1 huraian for it to be 1 mark? No. That one is for your structure. Our exam question, either is the structure or essay. That one is your fakta, sorry. Either is essay or structure. We are divided into 2 types of question. Fakta soalan or kebat soalan. Okay? For fakta soalan, 1 fakta, 1 mark. 1 huraian, 1 mark. Contoh, 1 mark. If it's kebat also the same. Fakta, huraian, consider 2 marks. Fakta huraian, contoh, inference. Fakta huraian, contoh, inference, consider 4 marks. But you have to write it one off like that lah. That is for kebat. Still 1 mark because you are in you are still form 3. The one you say essay, 1 fakta, 1 huraian, that one will be your so-called SPM standard. Understand? Okay. So for example, okay, we talk about fakta soalan first. Okay, fakta soalan first. So for example, when you do your soalan, if essay format, when you write down, okay, you must 1 question, 1 page. So that in the event if suddenly when you're writing your answer, then you put 1B here, then suddenly when you're writing, then you realize that, I can top up another answer, but no space already. So that's why I suggest your 1A, 1 page, 1B, another page. Each 1 question, 1 page lah, to be honest. Yes. Then when you answer your question, the best way is some people, they like to write a draft before writing the whole essay or before writing the whole sentence. So those of you who like to write draft, guys, you must write 1A1, then you write factor, then you write the draft lah. You just write whatever your draft is, and then after you're writing your draft, don't cancel out. Don't cancel out. Just leave it. Then what you do is you write 1A1 here. Then you start your sentence. Pemindahan, blah, 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 and then answer full stop. Kedua, answer full stop like that. According to the answer from here lah. You write down here. The reason why, because in actual government exam, all right, to be honest, at times, if your answer here miss out 1 point from here, and your answer here by right, they give you 4 marks, you only get 3 marks. If here got 1 more point, they may give you 1 more mark. They may give you 1 more mark. In government exam, they will give. But according to school exam, usually they don't give lah, but you just, you know, there's no harm of trying. Unless your school teacher say that, I don't like this draft, I don't like, then you cancel out lor. No choice lor, you write already, then you cancel out. But if normal, you can write there. You don't need to cancel one. Just write 1A1, then you draft it out. Then you 1A1, you write your sentence below here. Then you 1A2, draft it out. Then you 1A2, write your paragraph. You leave space and then paragraph, sentence. Understand? Okay. Then 1B also same, 1C also same, you know, all the way. All right. So for the AB usually is fakta soalan. Fakta soalan means that anything that is in your notes today here, everything in your notes here will be your fakta soalan, will be your fakta soalan. Yeah, straightforward in your notes. Understand? Ui? Guys, okay? Can Any question?
美国的心理学家 John Holland 提出的，当中也帮助了很多人找。
I think I am being kicked out. I'm back. You know what? I'm back. So let's continue back. I don't know what happened. So sudden. Yeah. Never mind. Let's continue back. Hi, Zutian. Hi, Renzi. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Dylan. Finally, we are back. Ui. Where is Kara? Everyone got kicked. Yeah, I got kicked. So sad. Don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Hi. Never mind. Let's continue, okay? Now, so let's move on. Hey, go back to my hi. Ding ding. Okay, now. So let's continue. Okay, this is the fakta soalan, guys. Fakta soalan. Okay. Now, when we go back to our next one, which is I need to explain to you, is the kebat soalan. Guys, the kebat soalan, okay, the kebat soalan you need to note is here. The kebat soalan. Okay, according to the kebat soalan, all right, structure and essay, the way you write your answer for kebat is also specially different. How do I say it's different? Very simple. Okay, first of all, according to our structure, first, you can use just all the main points. Yeah, you can just use all the main points, but don't like just one word lah. Mempunyai kemahiran like this. One word like this, very weird ma. So if possible, you explain a little bit longer. For example, if they in kebat they ask you, berikan cadangan Anda untuk memajukan ekonomi negara, then you write loh. Cadangan saya untuk memajukan ekonomi negara adalah menguasai pelbagai kemahiran. To master various types of skill. And then to be creative and innovative. Creative means create something new. Innovative is improve. You understand, right? Creative, innovative. Understand? Okay, can Okay. Then other than that, all right, to develop our economy, negara, they also introduce various types of economic sector. Meaning, sector economy means that various types of business, various types of industry, you know. And last, they also use modern technology. You know, right? For a country, the higher the technology is, the economy more developed. For example, imagine our country is the one that create the technology of computer, iPhone. Whoa, you see, our country will be very rich because of the people. the number of consumer, the number of buyer. That one. Understand? Okay, these are example of the main point you can put in structural. But in essay, usually example in your soalan A and B is fakta soalan 1. C is K-BAT. And if essay or K-BAT usually 8 marks, to be honest, quite difficult, right? You want to put 8 point or 8 point, so much, right? So how? The best way is you write shishi. You know, shishi. Okay, to be honest, what do you mean by shishi? This shishi is not normal shishi, you know. This one is talking about the main point plus how, why, and effect. What's the effect? Kesan. Or you can use fakta, huraian, contoh, inference. Yeah, FHCI. Fakta, huraian, contoh, inference. Understand? Very simple one. For example, if we mention about, okay, so let's explain how do we develop our economy is by using modern technology. And through using modern technology, we will be able to use the modern technology in production sector. Production sector, which is you can write seperti menggunakan mesin dan jentera. You can write continue on mesin dan jentera. Then after that, then you write why lo. Why lo, then you explain or continue lo. Disebabkan dapat mempercepatkan proses pengeluaran. It can fasten our process, production process. And finally, you can mendapatkan keuntungan maksimum. You can get maximum profit. Understand? So therefore, this is how you write. It's like a ringkasan BM karangan like that. Okay? So for structure, usually we use main point to answer all. Okay, but for essay, we try to make into a paragraph ringkasan. Understand? Okay, can? Okay, good. So under this case, all right, what happened next is that we're going to go into K-BAT explanation a bit first. K-BAT explanation a bit first. You go to your behind page 17. Guys, go to page 17. Page 17. Okay, go to page 17 already, everybody? Good. Okay, now, so we're going to go into the first one. According to our page 17, okay, K-BAT soalan, K-BAT soalan and jawapan, all the soalan here are according to the popular, not really popular lah, is from your HSP, hasil sukatan pelajaran from the government. The K-BAT. These are the K-BAT questions provided by the government. Some of it. So we just provide here and then give you an example of answer. Of course, K-BAT, it doesn't mean will be coming out this part lah, like this lah. Doesn't mean here or. All right, maybe your school teacher doesn't want to use the government one. They may use their own question. Also can one. You understand? So I just give you certain of the K-BAT provided under HSP and then give you an example of answer. If you have anything don't understand, please ask. So the first question basically is just very simple. They are asking, what's the importance of benefiting the resources of the country? What's the importance of benefiting the resources of the country? So your answer will be here, and then you make it into a sentence, ringkasan, explanation, whatever you like. When you take advantage of the resources, you'll be able to prosper, economy will be able to improve, more investor came in, all right, our industry will be better, we will be having more and more riches, you know, those kind lah. Okay, you can give your own answer as well. These are example only. Then other than that, second of all, the importance of working together. Kerja sama. When you work together, we will be able to protect our country from other countries' threat. You'll be able to reduce the other countries' power. You'll be able to strengthen your unity. You'll be able to be respected, envy by other countries. Your economy will also be improved. And last, you'll be able to cooperate among the race. So a lot lah. You can also strengthen your country's political stability, everything lah. Yeah, you can put that. Then number 3 is, what question is this? This is talking about the importance of being careful of other countries which threatens our country. Yeah, the importance of careful towards other countries which threaten our country. Then you can say, oh, prevent them from taking advantage to take over our country. We should unite. We should not expect other people's help. Other than that, other countries only plan to exploit our riches. We should not, they cause our people to divide. And last, they threaten our legacy, our tradition. So the importance of being careful, because they may cause all these problems when they conquer us. Or you can write, or for question form 3 chapter 2, the soalan kebat question 1 can also be the same answer. Question may be different, but the answer can be the same. Yeah, this is talking about the importance of being careful. You can put this answer plus this answer for these 2 particular soalan. Importance of careful. All right. Then for question number 4, the wisdom of strategical thinking. Strategical thinking, you can prevent being invaded by other countries. You can make a difficult thing resolve easier. You can reduce mistake. You can be more far-sighted. You can be more focused. You can answer all questions correctly. You are ready, all anything you can think of, which is strategical thinking. Yeah, you can also prevent being invaded. You can prevent being tricked. Supaya tidak, you can also say that, supaya tidak mudah terpedaya oleh kuasa asing. You see, not easily tricked. Whatever you can think of, you can put in. Then, at the same time, question number 2. Next, okay, if you have any question, please ask which sentence, which words you don't understand. Okay, now, next, question number 2. Okay, this is another KBAT question. Just your own idea also can one, is okay one. No worry one. This is just an examples of answer. All right? So also have to according to your soalan one. Understand? So for example, question number 2, they say that explain the importance of a systematic government administration. So when you have a systematic government administration, your system will be organized, efficient, effective. Your management will be smooth and effective. Your economy will increase, Other than that, it will attract a lot of businessmen, a lot of investors to our country, And then will provide political stability. Guys, look, this question 2 and this question 5 and 6 can be the same answer. Meaning 2, 5, 6 can be together. 2, 5, 6 can be together. You may say, huh? What's the connection? The connection is same. You see, kepentingan pentadbiran sistematik, kepentingan kestabilan politik is pentadbiran. Politik is pemerintahan. You understand? No? And kepentingan pentadbiran sistematik again. Can you see? So 2, 5, 6 can be the same answer. Understand? Okay, good. So we move on into the next one, which is example. By having a systematic one, just now we mentioned already. Now we go into the question number 3. Oh, yeah. Question number 5 there, you may think that, teacher, why is it that the kestabilan politik, the answer so weird one? Kestabilan politik basically able to what? When our political or government systematic, it will create respect among the leaders and the people. You can write there, rakyat dan pemimpin. You understand? Because everything is good. We will tolerate with each other. Why? Why we will tolerate? Because of adil. Pentadbiran yang adil. Then other than that, we will be united. Our unity will be stronger, strengthened. And then it will bring economic prosperity. This one, 2, 5, 6 can share answer one. But depends on how you form your sentence also. Okay, Sejarah doesn't actually care about your grammar mistake. But your sentence cannot too cacat one, too cacat one. They don't understand your sentence and they don't give you marks one. Understand? Can? All right. So under this case, therefore, you can see here, guys, you can see here, first of all right, sorry, another one is kepentingan pentadbiran sistematik, again, 2, 5, 6, together you can share the answer. Okay, now, then we move back into so you remember 2, 5, 6 can share answer one, even though different ways of asking. Okay, now, next, continue on. Move on into the next one. We go into our question number 3. Okay, we go into our question number 3. Okay, now, according to question number 3, guys, importance of defending our sovereignty. Sovereignty, kedaulatan, you must always remember. Sovereignty means what? Means authority and power. So it's always the same. According to our kepentingan mempertahankan kedaulatan, it means that our country will be free from being conquered. Our leaders and people can determine our own direction without being bullied. Bully, And then we can maintain our self-government. We can defend our rights and our dignity. We can fasten our development and not being exploited by others. And last, can ensure the well-being of citizens. Guys, you're okay, right? You see, all these are your own answer. You can just put whatever you can think of. And therefore, number 4 is talking about, explain, what do you learn from the interference from penjajah? What do you learn? You must appreciate all the hero who fight for the country, sacrifice for the country. You must learn from them willing to sacrifice to defend our sovereignty. Strengthen unity. Master knowledge so that you have the ability, you have the strategy, you have the tricks to deal with the penjajah. You understand? Okay. Any question, guys? Do you have any want to ask? No, Okay, good. Now, last, guys. Last is explain or summarize the importance of leadership skill in fighting for our dignity. This one very simple lah. It's just what do you learn? Same as this one actually. You can put the same one, you know. We should rule. Yeah, you can put the same one actually. What do you learn? Or what's the importance of a leader? You can put the same answer. To be honest, a lot of K-but you can easily score one. Correct? Okay, so we are done with our K-but. Make sure you understand how to answer your structural question, essay question. And then how is your fakta soalan, how's your K-but soalan. Okay, can Now we move on into the detail of the key point that you need to put into your fakta soalan, guys. All right. So the first one we're going to cover is chapter 1 and 2 today. So chapter 1 in this case, first of all, 1.1, we need to talk about when British came in, before British came in, our country is stable and prosper. So stable is because we have a sistem pemerintahan beraja. So in question, if they ask you about sistem pemerintahan beraja, you need to know the organization. From the Raja to Pembesar Jajahan to Ketua Kampung. The Raja, guys, is the Ketua Pentadbiran Negeri, 1 mark. And it is Lambang Kedaulatan Negeri, 2 marks. Guys, you can see, right? 1 and 2 marks. If in exam they ask you, Peranan Raja. Peranan Raja. Okay? If they ask you peranan pembesar jajahan, pembesar jajahan, peranan is to menjaga keamanan 1 mark, menjaga kemakmuran 2 marks, kestabilan 3 marks, mengekalkan kedaulatan negeri 4 marks. See, 4 answer, the key point. Ketua kampung not very important lah. Ketua kampung usually is objective lah. They are also known as penghulu, penggawa, all right? They are the smallest unit in the government system. And they are to convey the order from the leaders to the villagers. Okay. Now, there's a very special question they may ask, which is kerabat di Raja and Pembesar. What do they do? Special one. They are not under the category of Raja or Pembesar Jajahan or Ketua Kampung. They are known as the royalties, and the noble. Kerabat di Raja Pembesar. They are to membantu pentadbiran 1 and melaksanakan pemerintah Sultan 2. Understand? Yeah, this one very simple only. Then we move on into the next one. Okay, jelaskan sistem perundangan yang diwarisi negara kita. What's the system perundangan? This one is only objective, not very important one. This one instead may be in structure lah. You need to take note lah. But this one only objective. Like, you know, not much can be asked. They just ask you what are the types of law that our country have. We have undang-undang tidak bertulis and bertulis. Tidak bertulis one is also known as traditional law. Example, adat pepatih. Bertulis one is black and white written law, is hukum kanun Melaka. Understand? Okay, so under this case, therefore, in Sabah and Sarawak instead, what law do they have? They have the law in regards to their daily life rules, according to their traditional law, based on their belief, their own clan belief. Yeah, because you know why? Sabah, because they have 34 different race, ethnics. Sarawak, they have 27 ethnics. Obviously, they will have their own rules and regulation. Okay? So, according to this undang-undang, bertulis and tidak bertulis one, their undang-undang adat, they have one very popular one, is called adat pepatih. Adat pepatih, you all should remember, It started from Ibu Soko and Anak Buah, followed by Buapak, which is also known as Ketua Perut, followed by Lembaga, which is also known as Ketua Suku, followed by Undang, and Yang di-Pertuan Besar or Yang Tuan Besar. This one usually is objective. So if they suddenly put in an X here, you need to know it's Lembaga. All right, it started all by Ibu Soko. Started by Ibu Soko. Understand? All right, now, then we move on back into number 3. What's the importance of diplomatic relationship, guys? What's the importance of diplomatic relationship, guys? Diplomatic relationship or business relationship, friendship relationship, guys, is friendship relationship, go. Okay, so for example, when we have a friendship and business relationship, we are able to expand our influence. This is an important, not fakta soalan only, but K-Bat also like to ask one. Why relationship so important for us? Then you can put all these. Get free wife. No lah. Where got free wife one? That one is political relationship. Yes, it is part of diplomatic. But the main purpose of getting married is that you get more land. You get to expand your power, influence, control. Then you get protection. You get economic development. You get to stabilize your government. Hey, because imagine you have friends more than enemy. Of course, it's more stable for us. Understand? Yes. So this one is an important one that you need to take note. Understand? So this is the important one lah. Okay. Now then we move on into the resources that our country have. We have mining resources such as gold, tin, perak, emas, biji timah, perak. They use mendulang, melampang. Wash. Mendulang is wash near the river. Melampang is that they use the drain. The drain. They scoop the soil, pour into the drain, and then they stir, like Milo stir like this, so that the dirt, water will splash away, left the heavy metal. Left the heavy metal in the drain. You understand? Then they also have hasil hutan. For example, we have rempah ratus, dama, rotan. Then what happened is mainly they will ask you, rempah ratus, dama, rotan, which country love it? Then you need to know China, Japan, Siam, India. Then hasil laut, you all know lah, rumpai laut is seaweed, sirip ikan hiu is shark fin, timun laut is sea cucumber, you know, that one. And then mutiara is the pearl, you know, white color pearl. All right, can very simple only this one, objective lah. Okay, then what happened about this one? How about this? When they ask about system economic teratur before British conquer us. Before British conquer us, our business and our port, our business port, basically what happened is at that time, they are done by buy, sell, and trade. Okay, so they are done 2 methods. One, buy, sell, or trade. Buy, sell means we use money, pay. We buy, and then we sell. We get money. Trade means I use my thing, exchange with your things. Okay, one is buy, sell with money. One is with the things. Okay, can all right. Then what do we do is that when we do trading, what attract people to come is because we have a lot of basic facilities for them. Kemudahan pelabuhan. And then we also have a Shah Bandar to manage the pelabuhan, the port manager. And last, the pelabuhan is located at the river mouth, strategically located in the center to collect from the east and west. Hey guys, you know right? The pelabuhan we have is example pelabuhan Johor, Kedah, Klang, Malacca, all this. All right. Especially the spices. What are the type of spices they have? They have buah keras, kayu manis, cengkeh. You must know what is buah keras, you know. It is rempah ratus, spices. Buah keras looks like this. Buah keras. They may come out in your exam objective. Maybe they give you the picture and then after that they ask you, buah keras. What's that? Rempah ratus. Understand? Okay. Then the next one, we have system timbang sukat measurement. So for the sukatan one, this one usually objective. Sukatan Malay one is kepo lengkau trupak gantang. Timbangan Chinese one is kati tahil piko. India one is they are to measure gold and silver, emas perak, and especially they are saga mayam bungkau. For British one is ounce, pounds, ton, gallon. Understand? Any question? Okay, can Okay, good. All right, now, then our money, system matawang, money, we have system barter. At first, we use trading only, but then realize that when our business grow, we cannot just use trading. We have to use money as well. So the earliest money we use is snail shell, which is kulit sipu gweweng and kerus. Kulit sipu gweweng and kerus. Then, of course, we also have wang logam, such as timah and emas. So this one all is objective. You can see I highlight very later, more mainly objective. But it doesn't mean it won't come out in structure, maybe 2 marks like this. Then they will ask you, name the measurement of Malay. Kepoleng, like that. Example, trupak gantang, like that. You never know one lah, okay? Or what money they earliest use. Giving gerus. And what is the taxation system that they use? Taxation, percukaian is actually a payment to our income. The income that we get from mining, income from farming, income from forest, income from trading. And this is a payment where they, what? The payment where they gave it for the income that they have. And this payment will later on become what, you know? Purpose is used as so-called salary for the government, and also to be provided to prosper our country, to build more public services. Understand here? Okay, okay. Then the next one. What's the meaning of pendidikan tidak formal? Yeah, this one usually is objective, but you just take note. It may come out in structure, 2 marks like that. Yeah, they may come out one part by one part. Okay, they may come out one part by one part. Then after that, they will ask you, okay, what is the meaning of tidak formal? Quite a number of schools they like to ask. What's the meaning of pendidikan tidak formal? Is the earliest education which you learn from your family. Your keluarga. All right, so pendidikan tidak formal, what you learn, what and how. What you learn, very simple, the skills. For example, farming, bercucuk tanam, menangkap ikan, fishing, bertukang, carpentry. Carpentry, you all know what's carpentry, y'all? Okay, Then, other than that, produce craft tangan, your craft, chung, 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 chung. And then, other than that, you also learn what? Religion or manners or the way you become friends. Friends is a skill, you know. You have to learn it one. It's not like, oh, when you're born, you know how to become friend. At times when you're young, you what also tell out one ma. What also tell out one ma. Like example, the hair very ugly. You just say, yo, your hair very ugly. Wow. Then you embarrass your friend. Then your friend angry you. Because you never jaga their marua. So what happened? Then you tell them that, then only then you realize that after that, when your friend tell you that, hey, if next day you want to say something, you have to tell me secretly or softer, don't embarrass me, then you learn. Okay. Then after that, what else? How do you convey? Pendidikan tidak formal is through pantun, syair, peribahasa, pantang larang, or cerita berbentuk teladan, or pengajaran. Understand? Easy, okay, yeah. The only thing is because in exam, if they give you 4 marks, ask you what you just give 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if they ask you how, then 4 marks, then you give 1, 2, 3, 4. But usually this type of question, usually 2 marks, 2 marks like this one. Usually. Okay, so then pendidikan tidak formal in Sabah Sarawak, how? This one they like to ask is that mainly objective. For example, what did Sabah Sarawak people learn from pendidikan tidak formal to become independent? This is the key point. And of course, in detail, they may ask you, Sabah, what do they learn? They learn the skills of carpentry, farming, the paddy field, or breeding the animal. Okay, then in Sarawak, they learn from storytelling about their practice, their belief, such as the way they hunt, the way they meramu hutan means collect the forest goods. Understand? Okay, can? Okay, good. Then we move on into the next one. Okay, the next one is that we move on into, we have is maksud pendidikan formal. We need to go into maksud pendidikan formal. Okay, according to our pendidikan formal, guys, we are bercorak Islam according to Islam style, and we focus more on religion knowledge, such as ilmu Islam, Al-Quran, Hadith, all these are in your objective. Yeah, and where do you learn it? You learn from masjid, you learn from surau, you learn from pondok, madrasah, istana, all these places. Understand? Okay, can? All right, now, so under this case, move on into the next one, is that, okay, then how about the next one is that we go into our ciri-ciri. Yeah, ciri-ciri. Hey guys, you all okay? Masjid, surau, pondok, madrasah, istana. Okay, so if they ask you, especially madrasah, yes. Especially madrasah. Madrasah in this case, guys, madrasah, what's the characteristic of a madrasah? Madrasah is an Islam school, guys. So what is the characteristic you have? Yeah, this one got structure before, so you'll take note. Basically, they have a syllabus, they have classes, they have a stages, primary, secondary, then high school like this. And then they were what? They are actually monitored by their principal. Guru Besar is also called Murdel. And they are managed by the financial committee. Financial committee is actually their treasurer in charge of the school treasury. Okay, any question until here? Okay, right, good, thank you for your reply. Okay, now then 11, prove that the development of our pendidikan formal. Okay, just you need to know that according to our pendidikan formal, we learn about all this knowledge, right? And especially is in Islamic, correct? So when you learn about Islam, your tulisan Jawi overall will develop. Your Bahasa Melayu will also develop into our knowledge language, into our communication language. And this proves that the ability to convey our religion, to convey our knowledge. Such as, what are the books that they especially talk about in this pendidikan formal? Is Tufa Al-Nafis, Gurindam 12, Misa Melayu, Hikayat Datuk Merpati Jepang. You need to know, these books' names are quite popular one. Yeah, okay? Now, then, after that, we need to go into our faktor kedatangan kuasa barat, All right? So, for 1.1, we already know. Those mainly that you need to write out in your structure is this one. Those that are highlighted, mainly. Few only. The rest is mostly objective, okay? So then after that, how about the factor? Oh, factor 1, very popular especially your essay. Faktor kedatangan kuasa barat, especially in your essay, So faktor kedatangan kuasa barat, if it's in your structure, also important as 4 marks question. Yeah, because for example, in abad ke-16, you have one factor. Factor is they want barangan mewah. And the huraian is from China, they want tembika te sutra. This is your huraian. You can just write dari China seperti tembika te or te sutra. All right. Then pelabuhan persinggahan is your stop by station. Stop by station to protect from monsoon season, to fix your boats or to fill water and food. You see, huraian 1, huraian 2, huraian 3. Then factor 3 again, as a pusat pengumpulan barang. Here you have huraian, your Asia Tenggara kedudukan strategic in the middle of India, China. It become a center to collect goods because in exchange, China wants goods from our Kepulauan Melayu. Contohnya emas, perak, biji timah, rempah ratus. How many marks are there? The point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The contoh is considered 1 mark, but you don't need to write all contoh. You just write 2 enough. Understand? Then another marks and another marks. Hannah? Good. Then we move on into abad 17 and 18. 17 and 18 in this case is talking about revolusi perindustrian, guys. For 17, 18 only one factor. Only one factor. Revolusi perindustrian only. Yeah, 17, 18 is only revolusi perindustrian. And the huraian, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, The huraian is, first, dasar kuasa barat berubah corak kepada penjajahan. They change their structure into conquering because they want the business center, they want to own the land, they want the resources, they want the market, and they want to get maximum profit. These are the 6 huraian. So according depends on how the soalan works. Guys, you must, when you read the soalan, use a highlighter or use a ruler, use a pen, underline the keyword. Underline what the soalan want. For example, here they say one, For example, here they say, jelaskan faktor kedatangan kuasa barat. You don't just read like this. You use an underline. You use a highlighter. You take note the soalan. Faktor kedatangan abad 17. Barat abad 17. Then you look. Faktor kedatangan 4 marks means what? Revolusi perindustrian 1 mark. Then plus 3 huraian from here, any 3, then you get 4 marks. But if the soalan suddenly became like that, guys, you look, very important. Jelaskan tentang faktor kedatangan kuasa barat. You see, faktor kedatangan kuasa barat abad 17 and revolusi penyelesaian. Oh, what do you mean by this? They already given you the factor. If in exam you write back out the factor, you won't get the 1 mark. Because the soalan already given you the answer for factor. So, meaning the 4 marks here means that they want all huraian. You write back this, no marks. You can only write all the bottom here. 6 of it, choose 4. Understand? Yeah, so this is how you have to refer your soalan. Best is you underline the key point of the soalan. All right, what do they want? Okay, then you don't confuse. If you don't have highlighter, you just underline. If you have highlighter, best. You can see like that. All right, now next. Then if it's abad ke-20, guys, if it's abad ke-20, what happened? Abad ke-20 is also structure or essay, especially. You must remember, structure or essay, 1 fakta 1 mark, 1 huraian 1 mark, 1 contoh 1 mark 1. So if you accordingly, you look at abad ke-20 is why they come and conquer our land, because our land is fertile. We are rich with resources. Okay, the huraian namely, because our land is wide, subur. So here you can actually accordingly put it as tanah yang luas, subur dan iklim yang sesuai untuk tanaman berorientasikan ekspor 1 huraian. Then this one, getah tembakau is a contoh, another 1 mark. You see 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 marks. Yeah, like that, 3 marks. Then if you come back to here, huraian, kaya dengan hasil bumi 1 mark. Then after that, you contoh is another mark. Yeah, so you can put it like that. Or you can just treat it as like that. Okay, you may say that, why this one I only put as 1 mark? Because kekayaan hasil bumi here already, ma. So you will write back the same thing. It's only considered 1 mark. So only the contoh have marks. All right. Perkembangan industri kereta. Second reason why they conquer us is because of our industry. Our car industry developed. And they needed natural rubber, getah asli. And then, other than that, they needed getah asli for the car, especially tayar. And also for the penebat barangan electric, insulator of the electrical appliances. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4 marks. Then industry mengetin. Remember, American Syarikat is the one that introduced this industry. What other industry they have? Mengetin makanan minuman, bumbung rumah, and tong minyak mah. Consequently, the prices went up. That's why they come in and conquer us. Then another factor again is because of the Terusan Suez were formed. You all remember what is the Terusan Suez, right? You all remember or not, guys? The Terusan Suez here. So we go to the map there. Then you can see here the Suez Canal, the man-made river there. So it shortened the distance. Originally, they need to go 1 big round to go to Southeast Asia or to go to the east. Now, they just need to go the shortcut way. Inside is safer than outside because it's a very big sea. The current, everything is bigger. So we use this part here, the Suez Canal. All right. So the moment when we have this Suez Canal, that's when our distance shorten lah. So they mempercepatkan urusan perdagangan and perdagangan antara alam Melayu and Eropah increases. Then another factor. So is 1, 2, 3, 3 marks. Okay, can. Faktor ciptaan kapal wap. You all remember what's kapal wap, right? The Titanic ship, ngong, 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 you know, that one. So it's ngong, 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 ngong. All right. So under this case, therefore, according to the Titanic ship, they uses engine berkuasa wap. Engine. They uses engine. So at the end, according to kapal wap, they will what? Membawa muatan yang banyak. They carry a lot of goods. They, due to the kapal wap, fasten their journey. They can save costs, and their delivering of goods became faster and cheaper. Understand? Okay. Then the next one is we have ciptaan telegraph. Guys, telegraph. Telegraph is the t, the telephone like this, t, like that. All right. So the t one, that one is so that they can communicate across. It's like handphone like this, but last time don't have handphone, so they use the like the telegraph t. Then you receive the telegraph. Then it's like telegram like this. You write down all the message lah. So it allows the businessman ahli perniagaan Europa to communicate with their agent fast and efficient. Okay. Then another factor is what? We are able to compete with kuasa asing. We go to war to expand our land, and for them, they think that the larger land they own, the more respect they get. So yeah, fakta hurayan. And then slogan, bebas orang putih, this one, they claim that it's their responsibility to help our country better. And they give this explanation because they claim that they are more civilized than us compared to the country that they conquer. Contoh, France used the slogan tugas menyebarkan tamadun like that. Oh, so you can give any lah. Guys, the most in essay is only 8 marks. So depends on how the question asks, you give 4 fakta, 4 huraian. Understand? You have to refer what they want, what they do not need. They may actually sometimes trick you. They may say that kecuali slogan bebas orang putih. Then you accidentally write slogan bebas orang putih, you know marks already. You have to catch the soalan. That's why you get a pen, underline, or you highlight what the question is asking. Then after that, persaingan kuasa barat, you need to know all the names of the Western country that came. Objective. Which area? Okay. And last, the strategy. For chapter 1, the last one is the strategy law. You already know, ma. Why do British change their strategy? From not interfering in our country, became interfere. So you see, menukar dasar tidak campur tangan kepada dasar campur tangan. Why? Because party conservative take over our government from party liberal. And because British were forced by pedagang negeri-negeri Selat to protect their investment. And last, to protect their economic benefit. You see all these? These are mainly 2 marks question. If it's coming out lah, 2 marks question. Okay, take note lah. Okay, now, then strategy. What the strategy? This one, first term exam came out in essay before. First term exam came out in essay before. Because, you know lah, first term exam only chapter 1, 2, like that. So, not much question to ask. So, they will give you as essay. But if year-end exam law, not very important. Usually only objective structure law. So, because now you are preparing for your first term, then this is important for your essay. You need to know the detail. You put fakta plus huraian become 2 marks, or you fakta plus contoh also 2 marks. So if you fakta huraian right, then you 4 fakta, 4 huraian become 8 marks. If you fakta contoh, then you 4 fakta, 4 contoh become 8 marks. Depends on which one you want to put in. Okay, so you see strategi yang digunakan British is first manipulasi. They manipulate, they take advantage. When you are having problem, they take advantage and help you and uses this advantage to take over your land. Manipulasi. Mengatur sesuatu cara dengan cara bijak, mengambil kesempatan, mencapai tujuan dikehendaki. And you can give a contoh. Or perebutan takhta in Perak. Which one contoh you write, you put up. So this is considered 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 and 4. Okay? Okay, now then the next one. Fakta kedua is ugutan, desakan, threaten. They threaten, guys. Yeah. So if they threaten, means that they will do something. Melakukan sesuatu tindakan, they will do something, they will take an action, all right, that will threaten to do harmful things to you if you don't agree. You understand? To do harmful things to you if you don't agree. All right. Then if contoh, for example, you can put in contoh lo Selangor Pahang British membuat ugutan agar Sultan menerima residen British bagi menasihati pentadbiran. So you want to put fakta contoh as 2 marks or fakta huraian as 2 marks. You decide. Oh, of course can. If you mean that 8 marks, you want to put 3 fakta, 3 huraian, 3 contoh. Oh, of course can. It's your choice. Also depend on the exam question. If they ask you, I only want 2 fakta. I only want two strategy. If they only give you 2 strategy, 8 marks, then no choice. Then means you 2 strategy, 2 strategy, 2 fakta, 2 marks already. Then the remaining one you have to put fakta, huraian, then maybe contoh lah. Contoh. Sorry, huraian, contoh. You make it into 8 marks. I mean, all the points is here lah. Okay. Then tipu hela means that they lie to you to get something. So they menggunakan tipu hela dengan tujuan untuk mendapatkan sesuatu. Alright. So for example, Penang, French is like lie to Kedah and take over. Understand? Then we have perjanjian. Perjanjian in this case, they agree to melaksanakan sesuatu hal. And therefore, for example, Perak, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan Pahang, for Sultan Perak, Selangor, and Sultan Pahang to sign. So basically, here you can put the name as 1 mark, and then the memeterai is 2 marks. Or you can directly do on the contoh one, no need to write all the Sultan. You just write Sultan memeterai perjanjian menerima naungan British. Okay? Okay, now next. Fakta. We what? Pakatan means what? They work together to achieve something. So kerjasama dengan dalam melaksanakan sesuatu perkara. For example, here guys, you see Pakatan Kuasa Barat, where British and Belanda, remember they signed the memeterai. Memeterai. Okay, memeterai perjanjian English Belanda. Remember? Or perjanjian London is also considered perjanjian London. And then other than that, we also have what? British successfully get Malacca, but Belanda get Bangka-Hulu. Then guys, pajakan means is a contract that allows us to use a land in a certain period of time. Yeah, it's a contract. Membolehkan seseorang to menggunakan tanah bangunan tempoh masa dengan bayaran tertentu. It's like mortgage or rent to you. Mortgage or rent is a contract. Called what? Leasing. I lease to you. Then physical attack is a tindakan that they attack ke atas pihak lawan. Tindakan menyerang ke atas pihak lawan. So for example, Naning, though Syed attack British, British attack Naning. Yeah, so this is all your huraian contoh. So accordingly lah. Can easy. So guys, we finished chapter 1, right? I want to show you how you actually apply in your soalan, you know. Guys, you must understand that when you later on, time for practice, you must practice like this, you know. Guys, look on the screen. You must understand that when you apply in your, it's time to practice, you know. So what you need to do is you go to your bab 1 there. Okay. When they say, okay, soalan 1, pendidikan tidak formal, then you flip to your pendidikan tidak formal, okay? You flip. Okay, maybe you can tear out the soalan you like lah. All right, so you go to pendidikan tidak formal. So they say what? Underline, highlight the soalan. Guys, I told you already. Use your highlighter, maksud. Pendidikan tidak formal. So then, you need to fill in the blanks. Pendidikan what? Awal atau asuhan dalam institusi keluarga, like that. These are the like the keyword for you to reread out, re-practice out, all those. Understand? Can. Then, of course, okay, they are also berlaku pada peringkat what? They are also happening pada peringkat institusi keluarga. You may say, teacher, don't have. The maksud is only here. So accordingly, you should apply and think about it. Sorry, I spelling error. Accordingly, think about it. It is also happening in family. So it's the same thing, but you can treat it as 2 marks answer. Easy, Then you go continue practice. After class today, you go and practice. Okay? You can practice, for example, dua aspek pendidikan tidak formal. Pendidikan tidak formal, meaning aspect means they what they learn. What they learn. So you go to here, you look here, what they learn. Then you say, okay, so penekanan kemahiran. So you write down, kemahiran. Okay, what kemahiran? Kemahiran, you can say pekerjaan lah. Or kemahiran bekerja. Or kemahiran kerja. Then after that, seperti what? You see here? Bercucuk tanam, menangkap ikan, bertukang, menghasil kraft tangan. You write down lah, seperti bercucuk tanam. Bertukang. So, go and practice. Dan menghasilkan kraft tangan. Answer also provided you already, so you can practice already. Then you can get the answer from your the TTC website there. This part here, then you can start marking it. Ding, ding. If you are not clear, all right, then this one answer already provided. So what is this talking about? Pendidikan tidak formal disampaikan. You see the keyword disampaikan. Disampaikan means how. Therefore, then pendidikan tidak formal. This is K-bar. Can you see here? This is K-bar. Why do we need to focus more on pendidikan tidak formal to today's generation? Why? so that they will obey the religion, cultivate the sikap nuni, cultivate unity. All right, all the nilai lah. You can put back all this answer here, you know. You can put back all this answer here. Yeah, you can put like fakta for mengenali cara berkawan. Fakta 5. Mengenali cara menjaga maruah. You see? You can put back what do we or how do we. What do we? Okay, can okay, so you do it yourself. We're going to continue chapter 2 already. Okay, can okay, now I'm going to share screen again. Sorry. Go to page 9. Let's continue page 9. Everybody okay? Can? Zitian, Dylan, Kara, Rachel, Renzi, Renzi. Yeah, okay, good. Okay, now let's continue on then. Okay, now thanks for all your cooperation. So glad. Okay, now let's continue on. Move on into our chapter 2 is about pentadbiran negeri-negeri Selat. Guys, negeri-negeri Selat stands for NNS, right? NNS stands for 3 alphabet, right? So it actually stands for 3 negeri. Negeri Pulau Pinang, PP Pulau Pinang, negeri Singapura S, negeri Melaka M. So 3. Okay. So under this case, therefore, sebab, why do British want Penang? Faktor or sebab meluaskan kuasa ke Pulau Pinang, you must know. Because first factor is Penang can become a pusat pengumpulan barang. Penang can become a pusat pengumpulan barang to collect goods from Alam Melayu to be exchanged with Teh from China. Now, this is your first one. You can write down. I mean, in exam, your fakta already 1 mark. Then your huraian dari Alam Melayu untuk ditukar dengan teh dari China. And for China, they want emas perak rempah ratus. You can just remember 2 answer can already. Meaning rempah ratus, biji timah already enough. Then pelabuhan persinggahan, another fakta 1 mark, which is tempat bermaiki berkapal 1 mark huraian. Mendapatkan bekalan makanan dan minuman 2 marks huraian. Tempat berlindung sementara menunggu peralihan angin monsun 3 marks huraian. Or terletak di tengah-tengah laluan perdagangan timur dan barat 4 marks huraian. Bagi memudahkan penjelajahan ke rantau Asia Tenggara 5 marks huraian. So depends on how many marks they give you, you put how many points. Then finally, Pangkalan Tentera Laut. Penang also become a military base for British. To defend where? To defend pertempatan India in Madras daripada ancaman Perancis. And last, also Penang can also compete with Belanda in Alam Melayu. Okay, saingan means compete. Latar belakang, this one you can read through yourself. Objective only one, very simple one. It is basically talking about oh yeah. This part here is talking about, you know why British doesn't take Kedah instead Penang? Previously, guys, do you know that the moment when British come to our Southeast Asia, the first place British actually reach is Kedah. But then British originally wanted to take over Kedah but realized cannot. Because Kedah is under whose one, you know? Siam. So British was like, I cannot fight with Siam. If I fight with Siam, right, very dangerous, guys. Oh no. You know. So at the end of the day, they decided, oh, nearby Kedah got Penang. So they take Penang. You understand? Okay. Can all right. Then the next one, guys, let's continue on. You look here. According to sebab British meluaskan, I already told you, if they give you 6 marks, you have how many fakta here? 1, 2, 3. 3 fakta and 3 huraian, total 6 marks. Understand? Can? Good? Yeah, good. Very good. Now, then we move on into the next one, latar belakang. Latar belakang, this one is just objective lah. Very simple only lah. Basically, they just say that, okay, you know what? Why British is able to take over Penang? Because Kedah at that time were threatened internally due to perebutan takhta, externally due to Siam. So, how? So that's how we need to go into our Kedah. What is the internal? What is the external? Okay, understand? Ken, any question? Okay, good. Now, so masalah yang dihadapi Kedah memberi peluang pendudukan British di Pulau Pinang. This one here, if they come out like that, it is in essay lah. One off, they want all the answers. But usually very important is that usually in exam question, they like to ask structural one by one. Yeah, structural one by one. Like example, they will ask you, apakah krisis perebutan takhta yang dihadapi oleh Kesultanan Kedah? Or you can say, terangkan tentang ancaman Siam yang dihadapi Sultan Abdullah. Or they can actually ask you, bagaimanakah Francis Light or British menguasai Pulau Pinang? Like that, lor. They may one by one ask. So if they one by one ask, you need to know one by one their answers or their huraian. For example, for our crisis perebutan takhta, we know that Sultan Muhammad Jiwa melantik Tunku Abdullah sebagai Raja Muda Kedah. Correct? And when Sultan Muhammad Jiwa, the Kedah king, appoint Tunku Abdullah as the crown prince, all the royal bloodline not happy. You see, kerabat diraja, Kedah tidak setuju. Why? Because actually, behind the scene, Tunku Abdullah is not born from legal wife. It's from affair one, from another affair. All right, so all the legal wife son, so-called the royal bloodline, not satisfied lah. They not satisfied, therefore they cooperate with Bugis. Bugis are actually the mercenaries. They hire them from Selangor, came to attack Sultan Muhammad Jiwa. So you see, huraian 1, huraian 2, huraian 3 already. Then Sultan Muhammad Jiwa ran away already, asked for help from SHTI. Memohon bantuan ketenteraan daripada SHTI. And finally, to defend their country. This is for the crisis perebutan takhta. Then for the ancaman Siam, how? Okay, if they ask you specifically ancaman Siam, then you have to write. Siam at that time requests Kedah to give back the bunga emas, which is already stopped since the war of Siam Burma. Burma is Myanmar lah. Burma is Myanmar. In exam, you only can write Burma. You cannot write Myanmar. Yeah. So at that time, so this huraian 1 mark, and this one is 2 marks. And Sultan Kedah requests for SHTI help to protect from Siam. They offer Penang as the terms for the military help. Okay. So, menawarkan Pulau Pinang sebagai pangkalan kepada SHTI 1 mark. Syarat bantuan ketenteraan 2 marks. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, usually if they ask you 4 marks, then you remember 4 lah. Maximum structure only 4. Then the last one is how do Frenchians like to over? How do Frenchians like to over Penang? You just need to know that Sultan Abdullah meminta Francis Light menyampaikan syarat, the syarat. And therefore, Francis Light promised to convey and will fulfill the terms to help Kedah from Siam's attack. Then Francis Light named Penang as Prince of Wales and Pulau Pinang named Georgetown. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then how do British strengthen their power in Penang? Guys, how do British strengthen their power in Penang? Very simple. You just need to know. First of all, under this case, we have what, we have in 1786. Guys, in the year no need to remember one if you really unable to. If you're really unable to, it's okay. The year. Okay. So British strengthened their power in Penang. First of all, Siam conquer Patani and threaten Kedah. Sultan Abdullah feel threatened. He asked for SHTI help, but SHTI refused because SHTI says, I don't know about the agreement, no. Francis like promised, SHTI will help, but SHTI say, no, I don't know. So then Sultan Abdullah realized he's being tricked by Francis like Sultan Abdullah gather all the military in Seberang Perai. You know where's Seberang Perai, right? This is Pulau Pinang here. Here is Seberang Perai. Next to Penang only one. So then were defeated by Francis like with the help of SHTI and were forced to sign an agreement where officially Penang is under British. So then this one here, can you draw a line? Guys, everybody here, draw a line here. Draw a line here. Guys, draw already? Draw a line here. You must draw. Rachel, Renji, Zitian, Kara, Dylan, draw a line there. Have to draw, because it is not related to the top question. Yeah, not related. This one is talking about how British mengukuhkan kuasa di Penang. This is talking about sebab menguasai Seberang Perai. This is Seberang Perai. Yeah, right down here, Seberang Perai. From 1800, George Lake, Governor Pulau Pinang, forced Sultan Diyaudin to sign an agreement between George Lake and Sultan Diyaudin. And therefore, British take over Seberang Perai, name it Province of Wellesley. And therefore, became what? What is the purpose of Seberang Perai? One, as a defense for Pulau Pinang. Because last time, Sultan Abdullah uses Seberang Perai to attack Penang. Second, they use Seberang Perai as a farming area to provide food supply for Penang people. Because Penang no river one, guys. Penang no river one. So no choice. Understand? Okay. Any question until here, guys? Okay, okay. You okay not? Any question, guys? Okay. Am I going too fast? Can follow? Okay. Can? Okay. Good. Really, Ria? Okay. Thank you. All right, now, next, let's move on into sebab or faktor. Faktor, why do British or Stamford Raffles take over Singapore? Okay, it's either sebab or faktor or kepentingan. Yeah, if it's, usually structural 4 marks, you need to take note. For example, why Singapore? Because for British who own Penang is too north. Too north. A lot of people do business at the center, at the south. So that's why, number 1. Number 2, British also own Bangka Hulu. But Bangka Hulu is at here. It's to another side. It's di luar laluan utama perdagangan alam Melayu. It's outside of the trading area. And of course, other than that, they are Singapore location. is at the south of Semenanjung Tanah Melayu, able to control Selat Melaka and Selat Sunda. You all know where's Selat Melaka, right? You all know where's Selat Sunda, right? Okay, wait. Okay. So the moment when they are able to get this Singapore, not only they can control Selat Melaka, but also Selat Sunda. Why Selat Sunda? Because people will pass by here and then go up here. They will go up here. They won't go straight up one. They will go near the shore, but not very near lah, but at least anything happen, they can go into the shore easily. And usually they will travel along the shore because they want to see the landmark, which is all the mountain, and then all this mountain, the island. Okay. Then continue on. They also use Singapore as a collection for all the economy resources. And last, Singapore are able to be strategically located to compete with Belanda in Alam Melayu. So main answer, guys, you need to know is 1, 2, 3. This is the main answer. And then this 2 is extra lah. In case if they only give you 2 marks, the best is this 3 answer. The best answer lah, I mean. Okay, can Okay. So finally, question number 6 is talking about, this one is not very important, but you can go through it. It's talking about overall how do British take over, how do British come to Singapore lah. Basically is because British sends Stamford Raffles and William Farquhar to find for a new area. This one usually the objective will ask you, who was sent to find Pelabuhan Baharu? Who found Singapore one? These 2 guys. Then the moment when, what happened? When British came to Singapore, Temenggung Abdul Rahman, originally representing Johor, signed an agreement with British, allowing British to build a business here lah. But then Temenggung Abdul Rahman insists British to get approval from Sultan Abdul Rahman. And therefore, the problem is Sultan Abdul Rahman don't agree. So British have to use manipulasi isu pewarisan takhta. British have to use manipulasi isu pewarisan takhta to get the approval. And that's how kesan, Sultan Hussein become the king. Consequently, we have 2 Sultan. One is Sultan Abdul Rahman in Lingga. One is Sultan Hussein in Singapore. Sorry guys. Sultan Hussein is Hussein. E-I-N, not I-E-N. Sorry. E-I-N, not I-E-N. I just realized it. Sorry. Remember to spell out right. Okay, good. Do you have any questions want to ask? Okay, right. Then next, Okay, now, then we move on into the next one. Go to our question 7. Okay, according to question 7, look, mengapakah berlaku isu pewarisan takhta? Why is there a throne problem that allow British manipulate? You can talk about the table lah, the diagram. Basically, it's like this one. The Sultan of Johor Riau, at that time, Sultan Johor Riau, at that time, is called Sultan Mahmud Shah III. And basically, he has 2 sons. One is the eldest son, Sulong. Eldest, eldest, which is the Tengku Hussein. One is the youngest son, Bongsu. Youngest, which is the Tengku Abdul Rahman. And therefore, from here, you all should know already, when Sultan Mahmud Shah died, okay, Tengku Abdul Rahman attended the father burial ceremony. But Tengku Hussein, because he's in Pahang, he never attended it. And that's why Pembesar Johor and Belanda supported Tengku Abdul Rahman become the king. And Tengku Husin are so disappointed, he basically left and stay in Riau. So you have how many marks, you know? 1 mark, the father. 2 marks, the son, the youngest son. 3 marks, the eldest son in Pahang. 4 marks, the eldest son never attend. 5 marks, these two groups of people supported the youngest son become the king. And 6 marks, the older son went off. So depending on how many marks they give you, like mengapakah isu pewarisan takhta or apakah isu pewarisan takhta, also the same. This is your answer. Okay. Finally, question 8. Perjanjian mengukuhkan kuasa British. Okay, according to this agreement here, you should already know lah. The moment when British take over Singapore, right? British signed 2 agreements to strengthen, mengukuhkan. You see here, this is mengukuhkan. Yeah, here is don't have mengukuhkan. This one is why take over. This one is how to strengthen. Is by the Perjanjian 1819 to Perjanjian 1824. Perjanjian 1819 got Huraian 1, Huraian 2, Huraian 3, which is British in Singapore will be recognized, Bendera Union Jack will be put up, and the resident called William Farquhar then officially manage Singapore. According to Perjanjian 1824, Singapore were given to British forever. Sultan Temenggung lost their sovereignty, authority, power in Singapore. Sultan and Temenggung will be given compensation, retirement fee for life. Okay, so depending on how many marks, if they give you 4 marks, meaning 2 fakta and 2 huraian. If they ask you 1 Perjanjian 1819, 2 Perjanjian 1824, then they give you 2 marks and 2 marks. It means what? It means I want 2 huraian and 2 huraian. Because if you write back the Perjanjian, according to the soalan, no marks one. Understand? Okay, can everyone? So 2 huraian and 2 huraian. Yeah, move on into our factor. The moment when British got Singapore, that's when Belanda not happy. Belanda starts to argue. And this one, all right, if they ask you overall, factor Pakatan British Belanda usually is essay lah, because you got factor 1, factor 2, factor 3. As long as your answer is very long, it can come out in essay. You all take note. Your answer is very long, it can come out in essay. Take note. Okay. But it may also come out in structure. You know why? Because they can directly ask you what did British and Belanda do to end the argument. Pertikaian means dispute argument. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then they can ask you how their relationship structure in Europe. Then you have 1, 2, 3. Then they can ask you, why do they resolve for peace? Then it's 1, 2. So as long as you catch the keyword, I ask you, highlight, underline the soalan keyword. If it's according to this, your answer will be 1, 2, 3. Fakta soalan so simple, only straightforward. But the only difficult part, you need to remember. Memorize. Okay? All right. So under this case, understand, guys? Any question? Yeah. So guys, the moment when British and Belanda factor sebab Pakatan, you have factor 1, factor 2, factor 3. Of course, then they sign the Perjanjian. When they cooperate, they sign the Perjanjian. All right, Kesan Pakatan, guys, the most important one is Perjanjian London, 1824 was signed. This Perjanjian London has another name called Perjanjian English Belanda, 1824, guys. So accordingly, what happened? Their huraian is that they stop argument between the European country, for the benefit of their countries, and so that British can take over Malacca. So basically, if they ask you kesan, you have 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark. Yeah, depends on how many marks. The main answer, of course, is Perjanjian London. But if they give you 2 marks, 4 marks, then at least you can write all. Understand? Can ah? Can ah? Can ah? Can ah? Okay, good. Then move on, guys. Move on. Syarat Perjanjian London. What's the syarat? We have what? First, according to Belanda and British, you just write down Fakta 1, Fakta 2, Fakta 3. Sorry, this is Fakta 3. Fakta 1, 2, 3, Fakta 1, 2, 3, because it's just the facts. No huraian, no, all these are the facts. Kesan, remember the moment when Perjanjian London was signed, there are 3 fakta. Kesan 1 is that our Southeast Asia are divided into 2. Pembagian alam Melayu kepada 2 lingkungan pengaruh. Remember that our tanah Melayu and Singapore and Sumatra, Indonesia, there they split into half. They split into half, where the top one is by British, the bottom one is by Belanda. So the first fakta is pembagian alam Melayu kepada 2 lingkungan pengaruh barat, which you can say kawasan sebelah timur and utara Selat Melaka is British one. Or you can say Singapore and Tanah Melayu is British one. So you have 1 and 2. Of course, this is easier for you to remember in your exam lah. Tanah Melayu and Singapore. Then for the sebelah barat and selatan Melaka is Belanda one. Or the easiest for you to remember is Kepulauan Ria Lingga is Belanda one. Yeah, because it's 1 fakta, huraian, 3 marks already. Then when it comes to another factor, which is our empire, Kesultanan Johor Riau breaks. Yeah, if it's 8 marks, we have 3 fakta. Fakta 1, pembagian alam Melayu kepada 2 lingkungan pengaruh. Fakta 2, perpecahan empire Kesultanan Johor Riau. Fakta 3, Selat Melaka are divided and controlled by British. So fakta 1, 2, 3, yeah. So then huraian 1, 2. This one already 3 marks. Then how about this one? The moment when our Kesultanan Johor Riau were divided, guys, first, second, and third. What happened? Our Johor Riau last time is so big, you know. Now the Singapore is under British. Singapore menjadi tanah jajahan British. And therefore, this is 1 fakta, 1 huraian, 2 huraian, 3 huraian. Yeah. And the end of Kesultanan Riau Lingga and Pahang announced independent themselves. Okay, Singapore under British, right? You can explain that Singapore under pengaruh British. Sultan Hussein and Temenggung Abdul Rahman have to sign an agreement to give Singapore to British. And the government center of Johor shifted to Johor Bahru. Finally, Sultan leave Singapore and went to Malacca. Okay. Then the second part is the end of Kesultanan Riau Lingga. Riau Lingga, who are originally ruled by Sultan Abdul Rahman, now no longer under Sultan, instead di bawah pengaruh Belanda. And from then onwards, Kesultanan Riau Lingga dihapuskan Belanda in 1911 lah. Okay, if you want to remember, you remember. No need, never mind. And therefore, diperintah oleh Resident Riau. So the most important one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The most important one. This one, objective law. That's why I never underline anything. Okay. Now, then for the last one, Pahang. Originally, it's under Johor, you know. And now they are announced as independent. The moment when they saw, wow, Singapore, wow, Johor, so messed up, wow, Real Lingga so messed up, they take this opportunity, Bendahara Tun Ali, take the opportunity and announce Pahang a free and independent country, free from Kesultanan Johor Riau. Understand? Guys, okay, can Okay, then after that, continue on. We move on into the next one, which is we go into the third fakta, which is Selat Melaka. Selat Melaka di bawah penguasaan British. Hey guys, you see the third fakta, which is kesan towards Perjanjian London. Other than because of pembahagian alam Melayu kepada dua lingkungan pengaruh, other than because of perpecahan Empire Kesultanan Johor Riau, also because of Selat Melaka di bawah penguasaan British. Okay, what do you mean? What do I mean by that is that, all right, Selat Melaka were totally ruled by British, and British is able to expand their land to the whole Negeri Melayu because Belanda leave Tanah Melayu already. And therefore, the business in Selat Melaka are wholly owned by British, especially because British own Penang, Malacca, and Singapore. So you see how many points are there, guys? If kesan here, 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this already enough, 8 marks. You don't need to explain too much. You put one more if you want. 9. Easy, right? Okay, so take note those that I highlight, underline. Can Okay, Okay, good. Then the next one, we move on into Negeri-Negeri Selat, guys. The moment when Negeri-Negeri Selat were formed, guys, you remember that British take over Penang, put in a resident consular, Singapore put in a resident consular, Malacca put in a resident consular, and then put it as a Negeri-Negeri Selat. So first, what is the reason they formed Negeri-Negeri Selat? To save costs, to systematic the whole government structure, menyeragamkan pentadbiran. Okay, so under this case, therefore, look here. What is the importance of Negeri-Negeri Selat towards British, guys? What's the importance? What's the importance, guys? First, you can say British take over the whole Selat Melaka as the main road of business. Second, it become our entry port, duty-free area, attracted a lot of businessmen to come, especially Arab, India, China, Europa. Yes, correct. This contoh here, you can use it as another marks if you want. Other than that, it can become a center of collection of goods, and therefore you can use this as, this one is contoh, another mark. Then after that, this one also, you can use this as another huraian, where they get Negeri-Negeri Selat as a center collection, and basically can balance the business between China and British to compete with Belanda as well. This is another huraian. Yeah, this one is balance China-British. This one is compete with Belanda. Then they also become what? An entrance for all the foreign workers. Eventually fasten our business. Mempercepatkan pembangunan ekonomi. Huraian. And last, encourage penanaman modal. So actually you got 1 mark, 2 mark, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you don't want, you can just write 1, 2, until here full stop, 3, until here full stop, 4, until here full stop, 5. Any question? Okay, right. Kesan, please, if you have any question, please ask. Oh, you're so quiet. Oh, so sure. A plus, A plus, yes, Good, ah? Okay, ah? Okay. Good. Very good. Okay, let's continue, ah. Kesan. Kesan negeri-negeri Selat towards British, guys. What's the kesan? Yeah, this one. If they ask you kepentingan, you put this. If they ask you kesan, you say that it allows British to take over the whole business road in between India, China, strengthen their economy with the Negeri Melayu, because Negeri Melayu is the supplier of goods. They are bahan mentawan. For Negeri Selat, they are what? They are pelabuhan and pelaburan model. You know, right? For Negeri Melayu, they supply the resources. For the Negeri Selat, they supply the kedudukan strategic, pelabuhan, and the investment. And finally, our government administration, which look like that. Diketuai Gubernur, dibantu Resident Consular, pusat pentadbiran pertama is Penang, dipindah ke Singapura because lebih strategic and maju. So if they ask you about pentadbiran negeri-negeri Selat, 1, 2, 3, 4. Usually this one is objective lah. They will give you the table and then they will ask you X is what or X is what, like that. Take note lah. All right. So eventually, originally, guys, our negeri-negeri Selat, originally negeri-negeri Selat is under Pejabat India one. But Pejabat India is not able to manage our country well. Tidak mampu mentadbir negeri-negeri Selat dengan baik because pemberontakan di India. And that's why we complain. We complain to British, and that's how faktor pemindahan. This one very important lah. You all need to take note. Faktor why negeri-negeri Selat from India shifted under London, guys. First, because when negeri-negeri Selat make decision for their law in India, no representative from negeri-negeri Selat are allowed to enter. And the law approved is by Pejabat India, not negeri-negeri Selat themselves. So tiada wakil negeri-negeri Selat dalam Majlis Perundangan India meluluskan undang-undang bagi negeri-negeri Selat. They feel not fair lah. It's like you make decision for me. You understand? Second, Pejabat India failed to control the robbery, meaning it's the pirates. Okay? And also the second one, failed to control the gangster fight. Pertelingkahan kumpulan Cina. So you got 1, 2 point here. Fourth, Pejabat India wants to change our money to rupee, replacing Sepanyol dollar, you know, and our Sepanyol dollar is international money. And it become rupee, no value. Who want to come and do business? Oh? You understand? Fifth, Pejabat India also want to charge us import tax, which all this while our area are free of tax one and will affect our prosperity. So you see fakta 1, 2 marks here. Menjejaskan kemakmuran taraf pelabuhan bebas. And last 7 is Pejabat India wants to make negeri-negeri Selat as a criminal lockdown area, you know. Hello, negeri-negeri Selat is a business area. How can you make our area as the lockdown criminal area? So eventually will affect our image. So you have how many points here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can you see that? 8 point there. So depends on how many marks. If they ask you 6 marks, you give 6 answer. 4 marks, you give 4 answer. And 8 marks, you give 8 answer. Understand? You put penanda wacana, you put kata hubung, connect. Then you can form your own essay question. Understand? Can Then your homework must do this one. Your homework must do this one, which is you have to fill in. Walao eh. What do you mean by walao eh? So cute lah. Yo, thank you lah, yo. Okay, now. So under this case, your reaction walao eh means that I will do it. Yay, walao. Now, I know you're very happy. Thank you very much for your cooperation. So under this case, your homework will be to finish everything. Everything. Meaning until page 16. Very simple only one. You see? Just highlight. Example, you see, we just done this one. You see, here. Guys, look at your page 16. Example, you all look at the screen. You don't need to do first. You don't need to do first. Why? Because I want you all to refer on here. Pemindahan pentadbiran negeri-negeri Selat ke London. You see here? Mengapa means what? Faktor. We just finished this part, right? Ding. Then you fill in, no? First is because of desakan, pedagang, penduduk tempatan tidak puas hati, pejabat tanah jabatan di London mengambil. Okay, so okay, fine. Then tiada wakil. Remember tiada wakil. Negeri-negeri Selat dalam majlis perundangan di India untuk meluluskan. Remember? Then you do. You make sure you know which part, and then you do. And then only you check your answer. Go to the TTC website there, get your answer and check it. Oh, correct. Yay! You should score. Understand? That's simple, okay? So good luck for your exam. I'm going to see you guys next week, okay? Love you guys. Take care. Goodbye. Thank you very much. Sayonara.